feeling so free. All the eyes, yeah, all the eyes on me.
The NBA on 2K Sports welcomes you to Wednesday afternoon basketball. Moments away, it'll be Brooklyn going up against the 76ers. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. Look at the 76ers starting group. Joel Embiid out there with Caleb Martin. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Maxey. And it's Oubre in at the 2 spot. And for Brooklyn, welcome everyone to the NBA on 2K Sports. Moments away, it'll be Brooklyn going up against Philadelphia. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Damian Lillard out there with Anthony Edwards. And it's Michael Jordan. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Aldridge in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Philadelphia, George in the front court alongside Martin. Maxey and Oubre, they have the guard duties. And it's Embiid in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Martin. What's the screen? George with no one around. No good from outside. And here's Brooklyn. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. And that's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. Now, Maxey. After the missed 3 from Damian Lillard. It's good.
I love seeing George be so assertive down low. Certainly doesn't lack confidence and accomplish the score.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo, and it's in there.
Wow, finger roll. Sometimes a soft finish like that makes it even more painful for the defense.
Oubre outside. Back to Maxey. Pass to Embiid. Over Aldridge. Off target from the baseline. It's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Brooklyn. Jordan finds Antetokounmpo. Back to Jordan. Oh, here's Edwards. From Oubre. That's good from Edwards on the assist by Jordan.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That is his first foul of the game.
His first personal foul. First team foul.
And so just over a minute and a half played. Maxey in the corner. Embiid with a screen on Lillard. Maxey, no good. And here's Brooklyn. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Wow, the skill of Lillard to get his shot through while getting the whistle.
Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
Don't usually see him shooting the three.
A legitimate sniper from distance. Love seeing Oubre Jr. shoot it with such precision.
Lillard against Maxey. Outside over. Left side, Edwards. And the rebound goes to Martin. George against Jordan. Embiid with a screen on Jordan. George, no good. And so it's Brooklyn with it. Edwards looking it over. Nailed from three-point land. Edwards got 5 points so far.
And you have to stay up on Edwards out there, which is dangerous because he's so good at going right around you.
Martin kicks to Maxey. To the paint, here's George. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Aldridge has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Three-pointer, Lillard. That shot off the mark. Philadelphia trails by 5. Here's George. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
And definitely a shot George willing to take. His stroke makes it easy work for him.
Lillard against Maxey. Over in the corner, Edwards. And it's good, assisting on the play was Lillard. He's got 8.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And Nick Nurse calling timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Andre Drummond's checked in for Embiid. Martin comes in for Martin. Gordon's checked in for George. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Oubre. Olynyk is checked in for Brooklyn. Reggie Jackson comes in for Damian Lillard. Now here's Jordan. For the miss from Tyrese Maxey. And they double up Jordan. It's stolen by Martin. Pass to Jackson. Good. Nice job down low.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
For 3, Edwards. That one, no good. Philadelphia trails by 4. Jackson passes to Maxey. Can't hit from in close. And so it's Brooklyn with it. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Jackson dishes to Edwards. Fires the 3. They get it back. Aldridge kicks to Jordan. Goes back up. Rebounded by Jackson. Launches it from deep. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for Brooklyn. He not. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from Brooklyn, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
what we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Brad, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team. Shown that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
Embiid is out there with Martin. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then there's Lowry. And it's Gordon in at the three, the small forward. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter.
A gifted interior scorer. When Embiid establishes himself down there, he is almost automatic.
Martin for three. Knocks down the three ball.
Martin Jr.
Martin's got the lead up to 7 now for Brooklyn. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the 76ers. Damian Lillard's checking in for Brooklyn.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. Checking in for the away team.
Here's Martin. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Embiid. Shoots over late. And there's Embiid. That's good on the assist by Jackson.
In the mid-range, Embiid is pretty confident. He goes right up and drains that jump shot with ease.
We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. With the fadeaway. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Philadelphia trails by 5. Jackson passes to Lowry. Back to Jackson. Lets it fly. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
And this guy is just a scorer. Jackson has a variety of ways in which he can burn you.
Lillard against Lowry. And Lillard takes two on it. It's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Antetokounmpo's got 5 points now this quarter. And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And the 76ers with some changes. Martin's checked in for Kenyon Martin. And Kelly Oubre subbed in for Jackson. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Edwards is checked in. Now here's Gordon. Hasn't made one yet. Oubre passes to Embiid. Just 5 on the clock. The 76ers again can't hit it. Brooklyn leading by 6. Left side, Martin. And a beautiful crossover there.
Martin Jr.
Martin's got 5 points so far.
Oh, nice drive there to get to the bucket, using some of that terrific agility that he possesses.
Lowry finds Martin. Pass to Embiid. It's hauled in by Giannis. They could stretch the lead to double digits.
I mean, which would obviously put them in a very comfortable position.
There's 1:59 left to play in the first half. To the middle. Here's Olynyk. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Philadelphia trails by 8. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Lowry kicks to Martin. Pass to Embiid. Here's Martin. Here's the three. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Edwards dishes to Olynyk. Back to Edwards. A minute 20 left here in the second. The muscle from Edwards.
Agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
Pass to Martin. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. Count it. Good. He's got 6.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Brooklyn leading by 8. Now, here's Lillard. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Martin with the screen for Giannis. Finding the lane. Antetokounmpo through the contact.
And no one in the league does it better. Giannis feeling the contact there, almost using that to propel himself for the finish.
Pass to Martin. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Edwards. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Kick out to Giannis. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Lillard. Down low. From deep. Antetokounmpo. Drains it from beyond the arc. Giannis has got 12.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct. Just fanning the play.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And so it's Brooklyn looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we'll be right back after this. With the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with the game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Tipping off the second half, here's Willie Green's five. We've got Antetokounmpo, Damian Lillard out there with Edwards. Then it's Jordan, and it's Aldridge in at center.
And you know, guys, with him being on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels them.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Here's Giannis. Another shot. Inside. Antetokounmpo. Automatic.
Yeah, boy, the length of Giannis to get to the miss. And then the offensive ability to do damage afterward.
Pass to Embiid. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. With the league's 65-game rule, Joel Embiid might have trouble making another All-NBA team.
Yeah, he's only reached that 65-game mark twice in his career. But he's still a lock to make the Hall of Fame, Kevin, because of how dominant he is when he plays. And look, he's already got an MVP.
Lillard, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Jordan with the screen on Martin. And here's Giannis from outside. Sinks the triple. Giannis has got 5 points in the quarter.
And they really all have confidence in Antetokounmpo to run that set. That they're willing to put every aspect of their offense in his hands.
Maxey finds Martin. Pass to Embiid. Martin inside. Covered by Giannis. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo. The 76ers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And he's good on the second. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Lillard against Maxey. Here's Lillard. Over Maxey. Lillard misses. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. 15-point game.
Recognize the D is closing in. Maxey letting it go.
Maxey's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point land. Edwards with it. 10 points for him. Edwards with a tough shot.
Timeout. It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
The 76ers making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Jackson, he's checked in for Damian Lillard. Maxey sets a screen for Martin. Hits it from three-point range.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And you know it takes skill for you to get your shot up over a bigger guy. Little giant killer. That's impressive stuff.
The shot by Jordan, no good.
And he felt like he needed a little bit more space with the fade to get off the shot, but that might have been what threw him off and made him miss.
And Jackson certainly doesn't lack confidence. A speedy guard who can fill it up in no time.
Philadelphia shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Jackson hits both of them. Here's Jackson. No scoring in this one. On the wing, Jordan. Covered by Oubre. Look at Edwards shotting home the three.
He is getting everything he wants. The defense is seemingly powerless to slow him down. It's sad.
Embiid inside. Aldridge on him. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
Well, and there's a reason why Embiid is the focal point of their offense, because he drains shots in bunches.
Jordan looking it over. Back to Antetokounmpo. 5 to shoot. 18 feet out. And again, it's Brooklyn converting. There's a minute left to play in the third. Outside, Martin. Maxey in the corner. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Aldridge has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Giannis. Wow! Giannis with a strong finish inside.
And his athleticism comes through in all kinds of ways. And you've got to be nimble to make moves like Giannis.
Maxey with the screen on Giannis. Martin for three. Reggie Jackson with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm going to think twice about shooting against him next time.
And that's the beauty of Giannis. Always been a willing passer and can find the open man once the D focuses in on him.
76ers have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. And he knocks it out in the first one.
And no matter what, one of the big positives they can take away from this game is how well they perform at the line.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
The thing you love about Maxey is that he always has a smile when he's out there. He's enjoying himself, and he embraces the challenge that the game presents.
Lillard misses.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One, go try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
And so it's Brooklyn, riding a 15-point lead at the end of the... And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Here's Lowry. They've got Reggie Jackson. Embiid is out there with Martin. Then there's Lowry. And it's Gordon in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Brooklyn with the rebound. Lillard outside. For the 3. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Lowry into the lane. Off with the layup. Brooklyn leading by 15. Over in the corner, Edwards. Lets the 3 fly. Connects from 3-point range.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Pass to Martin. On the wing, Jackson. And here's Embiid. scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
The offensive arsenal of Embiid is phenomenal. He's capable of scoring in a multitude of ways.
Lillard from deep three-point land. It's hauled in by Gordon. Philadelphia trails by 16. And the layup is good.
No setup for an outside shot there. They went right to the hoop.
And timeout called by Willie Green. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Martin's checked in for Martin. Paul George comes in for Gordon. Kelly Oubre's checked in for Jackson. And Maxey subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Willie Green had some words for his team during the break. He told his players, I love the energy right now. You look like you're having fun out there. Keep playing for each other because our chemistry looks great right now. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. Here's Jordan. And the layup's good off the glass. And Brooklyn leads by 16.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Maxey against Lillard. Good work here as it goes.
Maxey saying, sure, I'll take that.
Now, Antetokounmpo. Here's Jordan. Paul George grabs the miss. And it's the 76ers with the ball. Pass to Maxey. Here's Embiid. Aldridge is covering. Rebound, Brooklyn. Antetokounmpo's got his 6th rebound on the night. There he goes again. That's his 9th straight basket. He's a perfect 9 for 9.
And we see this often now from Giannis. His offensive repertoire has become so versatile.
And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. Philadelphia trails by 14. Oubre passes to Maxey. Outside, Martin. Philadelphia with the new shot clock. Pass to George. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And you love the way that PG can get you a bucket on and off the ball. That versatility speaks volumes.
Maxey against Lillard. Over Maxey. Lillard with the bucket. And Brooklyn leads by 13.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Pass to Embiid. Sent back by Aldridge.
And look at how well Aldridge utilizes his size, reaching out and just batting away the shot.
And here's Edwards from the arc. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Now Oubre. Back to Maxey. The 3 from George. It's rebounded by Jordan. Pass to Lillard. There's the triple. Cans it from downtown.
A downright lethal three-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about.
And welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. And on tap tonight, it's the Celtics going up against Brooklyn. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. Now let's check out the starters for Brooklyn. Edwards out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Jordan in at the 3 slot. And for the Celtics, the perimeter pairing, it's White and Brown. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. And it's Holiday in at the 1.
Yeah, that's an easy throwdown for him. The rim might as well be 8 feet tall when you're as long as he is.
Holiday against Lillard. There's the triple. Boston pulls it in. Back to White. Outside, Brown. Just 5 to shoot. And there is the whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And here's Holiday. 6 to shoot. The jumper from the wing off target. About a minute played here so far in the first. Inside. Here's Antetokounmpo. Yes, great play by Lillard to set it up.
Boy, he is so dangerous from this area, guys. Even when Giannis is defended tightly, he powers through.
From the wing. Rejected by Antetokounmpo. And so the ball out of bounds. Antetokounmpo touched it last. Outside, Brown. 3-pointer. Hits the trifecta.
When JB is on from here, it really boosts his team.
And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for Brooklyn. It's a 3-point game. And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall. And he could dunk through a brick wall, too. This is so hard to move off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
Big-time hops on display there. What a throwdown by Brown.
Aldridge finds Jordan. They double it with White. Lillard outside. Pass to Edwards. Jacks up a 3. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Boston on offense. Outside Tatum. Back to White. Holiday from long range. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And here's Edwards outside. And they get it back. And slam dunk by Jordan.
You know, we've heard a ton about Jordan's competitive fire, and you could see it on display right there. Created a nice second chance opportunity.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Brooklyn making a switch here. Jackson is checked in. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Some solid defense from Jordan. And so Jackson Jr. will bring it up for Brooklyn. Jordan with it. Fires for 3. Hauled in by Brown. Pass to White. 1:52 2:52 left in the first quarter of the game. Oh, misses the dunk. Jordan with it. Guarded now by Holiday. Here's the three. And Jordan is good for three. Jordan's got 5 points.
Showing some nice touch from the perimeter. The defense has to respect Jordan's three-point shot, or he'll make them pay.
Off the run. Again, the miss by Boston. Brooklyn leading by 3. First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Aldridge with a screen on Brown. Jordan misses.
Maybe he thinks he has that type of range. I don't think his coaches will agree.
Yeah, you know what? Sometimes guys have the green light to take that shot, but I don't think he's one of them.
Now here's Tatum. No made baskets yet. 5 on the clock. Porzingis.
You cannot be reckless around Porzingis. He's skilled at seeking out contact and drawing the foul while he's shooting.
It's his first trip to the line. And Boston with some changes. Al Horford's checked in for Jason Tatum. Springer comes in for White. And Pritchard is subbed in for Holiday. Well, Clark, we all continue to be amazed by Giannis. What do you like most about his game?
I just think his passion and energy and relentless effort, he gives it to you every time he steps between the line. You get the sense he's not taking any plays off, and he's trying his very best, and that's an endearing quality and something I've really admired about his game throughout his career.
Now here's Porzingis. Brown in the high post. Jordan's there. Brown drives in. Rejected by Antetokounmpo. It's 2-on-1. Here's Jordan. Basket is good. Off the setup from Aldridge. He's got 7.
Aldridge keeps his head up and his options open. He's a team-oriented guy with a good basketball IQ. Excellent pass.
Brown looking around. Lets the three fly. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Brooklyn closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And they push the tempo in this one, getting out in transition and making the defense. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Brooklyn.
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort, defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
On the floor for Brooklyn, Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with Kenyon Martin. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then it's Kelly Olynyk, and it's Council in at the 2. Outside Tatum. Horford, a screen on Antetokounmpo. Here's Tatum. Perfection with the jumper from the elbow.
You can't excel at all as a defender on Tatum. Mid-range not his go-to spot, but he took advantage there.
Antetokounmpo, pass to Martin. Pass to Council. On the money from 12 feet away.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Boston trails by 10. Tatum feeling it out a bit. Tatum on the drive. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Man, I love how strong Tatum goes to the rack. When you give him room to get up, he's banging that thing.
To the inside. Here's Antetokounmpo. And it's Jason Tatum with the rebound. Boston on offense. To the paint. Giannis with the rebound. Antetokounmpo has got 7 rebounds in the game. From Giannis inside.
Look, we know Giannis can get it done inside. Defense will have to try much harder to stop him in there.
Horford, screen on Antetokounmpo. That won't go either for Tatum.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes. Down low.
Olynyk in the post. And it's Olynyk with a jam.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Priority and goal number one has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
Tatum from long range. Again, the miss by Boston. Brooklyn leading by 12. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken. But that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Here's Springer, defended by Jackson. Springer misses. Now Antetokounmpo. He has 7. We've got a minute 48 left in the first half of this game. There's Jackson with the 3. Hauser grabs the board. Boston trails by 12. Pass to Springer. To the middle. From down low. Hauser, that's good. Hauser's got his first points in this one.
Terrific accuracy on that pass. That's how you lead your teammates.
And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. So Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Horford. Brown comes in for Tatum. Derek White's checked in for Hauser. And Holiday subbed in for Springer. Here's Edwards. 6 points for him. The 3 is up. Porzingis grabs the board.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Jordan against Holiday. Here's Pritchard. No good from outside. Brooklyn leading by 10. It's Edwards on the wing. He's guarded by White. Shot from 12. And a basket by Edwards. Edwards got 8 points.
And, you know, we need to keep seeing this from him. It's encouraging to see him sink the mid-range J there.
Here's Pritchard. Outside Holiday. White for 3. It's cleared by Damian Lillard. 20 seconds left in the second quarter. Martin with a screen on White. Jordan, the pass to Martin. White with the steal. Here's Pritchard, defended by Lillard. Inside, with 4 on the clock. Brown catches in! A terrific finisher inside.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. Brooklyn out in front. They lead by 13. We'll see you after halftime. Beginning of the third quarter.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot drums.
As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Here's Antetokounmpo. The 2 J's, Brown at the 3 and Tatum at the 4. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Porzingis in at the 5. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Jordan misses. And it's Holiday with the ball for Boston. Trailing by 13. Pass to Porzingis. 4-3. Brooklyn pulls it in. Antetokounmpo has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. And Clark, Giannis is an endearing player in many ways. Which one of his dad jokes is your favorite?
Tell you what, B.A., I can't pick out a favorite, but I love the fact that he's got such a great sense of humor and a sense of being comfortable in his own skin. That all comes out when he interacts with the media and fans. He doesn't take himself too seriously, and I think that's why so many people love him.